Hemet, California, a 19-year-old by the name of Ahmaud Franklin was punched in the face and thrown to the ground by a police officer. This all began because the young man was selling candy in front of the supermarket. And we all have seen this many of times where people are out there and they're selling candy. It's just a young man's hustle. You know, it's pretty much like back in the days how some of us, me, myself personally, we used to go to the gas station and we'd pump your gas for $0.25. But now the new hustle is people sell candy in front of supermarkets and stores and different places. It's a hustle. They go to the 99-cent store, you buy candy, then you resell it for $1 or $2. Well, according to a witness, it says that the man identified by police was the 19-year-old, was selling candy, and that he also sold her some chocolate outside the grocery store when he was approached by the police. In a press release provided by Eyewitness News earlier this morning, the Hemet Police Department said officers first approached Franklin around 3:30 p.m. after he was asked to leave by an employee of a nearby business for becoming aggressive with them. Franklin was also said to be panhandling in the area. Police said the man was told to leave, and if he returned, he would be arrested for trespassing. Well, about 45 minutes later, police were called again and told Franklin had returned to the location and was refusing to leave. The first responding officer approached Mr. Franklin and attempted to detain him for a trespass violation when a use of force occurred. Hemet Police said in its press release, video shows Franklin telling the officer multiple times that he will take his backpack off while the officer is seen grabbing him. You could hear him in the video, which I have the link to it in the description. You can hear him saying, "I'll take it off. I'll take it off." This is what you'll see him saying in the video. The officer then punches him and a scuffle ensues, and the scuffle continues. The officer takes the man to the ground and subdues him for several minutes, with multiple people looking on the video as showed. But in the video, you can hear the one woman that was sitting in a car saying, "Get off of him." Several of the witnesses shortly angrily at the police officer to get off the man. Well, in the video, we don't see the several people. Multiple police officers then arrived to the scene as the witness became more irate over the officer's tactics. Franklin was arrested on suspicion of trespassing, resisting an officer, and attempting to disarm an officer, according to Hemet Police, and his bail was set at $10,000. The police department said it's aware of the video circulating on social media and launched an investigation. Wow. Now, when you watch this video, you have to look for yourself and be honest within yourself and tell me, do you see everything that he was charged for? It said he was arrested on suspicion of trespassing, resisting an officer, and attempting to disarm an officer. Yeah, we could go with the trespassing, but the resisting, I don't see resisting in this video. And attempting to disarm an officer, I don't see that in the video. If the man has his hands up and he's saying, "I'll take the backpack off, I'll take it off, I'll take it off," and then you just punch him in the face, where did he do all these other crimes that you're saying? Where is the resisting? And where did he try to disarm you when he had his hands up? So these things are weird. I mean, You just never know with these law enforcement officers. And then, I give some of them shots out on my channel, because they are people too. But then at the same time, you still have these race soldiers. You still have these people that want to violate black people, women, men, children, grandmothers, young men. They will violate you. Looking at this video, I just don't see none of the things that the media is saying. Saying we have to be careful with the media. Even though I know they're just regurgitating what the police department said. But to me, it's like you should be able to say, nah, I hear what the police department said, but that ain't what's seen on the video. See, real media should be able to be a person that has his opinion or has his vision of what he sees and tells the truth and nothing but that, because I don't have a horse in the race, and neither should mainstream media. It shouldn't have a horse in the race. It should call it straight up and down instead of telling it from one side of the story, especially when you have video footage. So family, look at this video and give me a comment and tell me, do you see all these things that this young man is charged for? Trespassing, resisting an officer, and attempting to disarm an officer. And also let me know, wherever you live, don't you see youngsters selling candy in front of the markets and the cell phone place? In restaurants, they all over the place selling candy. It's just their little side hustle for young people. And with that, I'm going to say this is the news in you. North to east, west, south. Unite from every alley in Cali, intersection and back street. Subscribe to the channel and hit the thumbs up on your way out the door.
I'm not who you think I am. Your perception is a lesson with a fail grade on it. Steady living life like I would never see the morning. True shit, man, I'm more than pain, I'm more than stain on sidewalk, I'm more than black skin on my face. Destined to be great, gotta elevate mind. Elevation is the game that I gotta play. Gotta win, gotta find escape to a better day.